Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood. Today is a beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm here early for once. It's, let's see, 10:45. So pretty good timing. I usually wake up a little later than this, but we got some good sleep. Itinerary, not sure what's going on. Update-wise, it's been a good 4 or 5 days since the last time we were here. So I'm excited to see all the updates Universal has to provide for us. Not much of an update over here at Waterworld. It is still closed for refurbishment. Hello. But yeah, so no shows in the park right now for about another month or so. Which brings me to this question: if Lunar New Year is happening this year, they already set up like the merchandise and stuff. We talked a lot about this in the last video, but just to give you a brief glimpse of what we have here, we have some tote bags, cups, t-shirts, and this amazing plushie, which I honestly love. I fell in love the second I saw it. I'm like, but also, if you didn't watch the last video, they brought back all the Hello Kitty Chucky collab merch. They still have a ton of this stuff, so get it while it's hot. But I just saw a mug. I just saw a Chucky mug, a Hello Kitty Chucky mug. Oh, there it is. This is new. This is completely new. $25. Wow. I like that. And this was a very surprising drop. It was very popular around Halloween time. It doesn't seem too popular right now. I'm not sure if they have a lot in stock, so that's to see how many people purchase this. But it was very, very popular the first time they released it. It sold out within 2 or 3 days. So, I mean, look at these bags. They're already selling out. There's 2 left. Wow. How much are these bags, just out of curiosity? Can't be over, okay, yeah, $60, that's fine. That's reasonable. It looks like it's Loungefly as well. I can't tell. No, it's not Loungefly. Looking down at New York Street, this is probably the most amount of work we've seen in a second. No visible changes, obviously. In the last update, we talked a little bit about this tarp over here. That's most likely the sign for the actual building. The last time we were here, or maybe a few months ago when we were here and looked at this, they had a sign that said Power Up. So we're thinking this might be a Nintendo-themed cafe. So maybe like a Power Up cafe. But we do have some active construction going on right now. So obviously no visible changes right now. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Universal needs to drop announcements though. I feel like this Power Up Cafe may be a very, very quiet grand opening. It might just open out of the blue. What's really surprising to me is I was here yesterday and the entire Grinchmas tree was still up. I wonder what's taking them so long. It is January 16th today. Let's see, there are a few cranes up, so maybe they are taking it down at this point. Oh, okay. Yeah. It looks like they are taking it down. Yeah, still nothing crazy. This will probably be gone by tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, very surprising they're taking it down this late. It's January 16th. Scooby-Doo is out right now, and they actually themed the umbrellas and the chains to this light green color. And it matches the vibrant color of the Mystery Machine. And I'm just curious what they would do with this building here. I mean, it's been sitting empty for quite a while. Oh no. It's been sitting empty for quite a while now. They only utilize it for Halloween Horror Nights. The sole purpose of this building was to have a haunted attraction in it. I mean, before Walking 11, but since then, I got a little more used to it. I think 2015, 2016, that's when I started to ease up with all the horror stuff. I don't really get that scared, but then it was the Walking Dead attraction, and now we have nothing. It's just used temporarily for Horror Nights, and throughout the year it's just sitting empty. So it'd be cool if they put something Scooby-Doo related here. That'd make sense, right? It'd be cool if they have like a shooter dark ride for Scooby-Doo in here. I think the plaza is also a nice area to capitalize over. It's huge, it's massive. I mean, we're the only theme park that really doesn't have a body of water. Like if you look at Knott's, they have a body of water. They have like the pier area. If you look at Disneyland, they have Tom Sawyer Island and Paradise Pier. If you look at Universal Orlando, they have the big body of water in the center of each of their theme parks. Like Epic Universe is going to have that body of water, Islands, and obviously Studios has the big body of water. But this is technically our body of water. We don't necessarily have a lake, but we have land, and it just acts like as an empty space in our park. But I feel like our park is so small already, we don't need an empty space. We need an area, or we just need this to either turn into like an area of meet and greets, like a bunch of park and character meet and greets, or just a spot through with their food event they were supposed to do in 2020. This would be a nice spot to have it. But it's also a very large area where you can fit multiple attractions, multiple flat rides, and if they were to capitalize on Illumination Land, which it seems like they started but didn't follow through with, they could utilize all of this area for little, maybe even a dark ride or some flat rides. Now, the number one question all of you guys have been asking me is, what's going on with the Simpsons ride? What could replace it? And I think for a while they were capitalizing over Hello Kitty. It just came out of nowhere. When they brought in that animation studio tour, I honestly felt like the way they were going with their merchandise is Hello Kitty's Day at Universal Studios Hollywood. And I think that's exactly what could replace the Simpsons ride. You can board a DeLorean. So Hello Kitty boards a DeLorean and has her best adventure at Universal Studios Hollywood, going through former attractions, going through present attractions, different Universal movies, and I think that would be really, really cool. Hello Kitty's Day at Universal Studios. So you could go back in time to Back to the Future, you could go through the dinosaur age with Jurassic Park, and I forget what movies they promote through the merchandise, but it would be a really neat idea to have Hello Kitty go through different Universal properties. Now, intellectual property wise, I'm not sure how that would work out. I don't know exactly how to acquire an IP, and I don't know how they could merge IPs like that, but it seems like they've already done that. They've had Hello Kitty merchandise with Back to the Future, Chucky, different Universal movies. I don't think Chucky is even a Universal movie, so I don't know. But imagine how cool that would be. It's kind of like bringing the Back to the Future ride back. Just walking through an empty French Street. The park just opened like 20 minutes ago, or actually a little more than that, like 45 minutes ago. So it's still a little empty inside of the theme park. I think a lot more people will start to show up later in the day, maybe by like 12 or 1. The park does close at 6 o'clock tonight though. But yeah, it is so empty today. I love when the park is like this. It just allows me to walk around, give you some wide angle shots while walking around. It's so nice. Now I know this is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're looking at the future Fast and Furious roller coaster site. And there aren't too many updates since the last time we were here, but it is looking quite incredible. I mean, they're setting up these little walls here. This will be used to hold up the foundation. It seems like they are filling it in with rebar, so it will hold some form of foundation. This is most likely where the Q or the Q building will be located. And the only reason they're constructing this wall here is because you can't just stick foundation into the ground, especially on the side of a mountain. It'll just drip out, won't be able to dry. So this area will most likely be themed, and I think they'll fill up the center of these walls with foundation. Not sure what's going on over there with the support beams to hold up the station, but there is this like black cover above or below it. I'm not sure what that could be used for. People on site working hard on this project. Looks like there is a bit of a new structure over here though. I don't know what that could be. We saw something similar being constructed for this crane here. See, it looks almost identical, but this is smaller, and it seems like they might be creating a little bit of a path leading up to it, just based on this over here. Maybe this could be the power supply for the coaster. They do have these existing power supplies that were used for animal actors and special effects, so I don't know if they'll be utilizing these same power supplies for the coaster itself, but that's what this little box could be. And obviously it's still a little too early to see any form of coaster beams, anything like that. It seems like they are still slightly excavating the mountain, but looking on that side, it looks like they might actually be done excavating most of this side. They need to obviously clear it up a little bit, but for the most part, all of these concrete things are taken down at this point. Actually, there is quite a bit to excavate. And they're also constructing a bit of a fence here. Very interesting, very, very interesting to see a roller coaster be constructed from the ground up. I know I want to go to Six Flags and look at their park as well, because it seems like they do that every 1 to 2 years, just start building a roller coaster. But yeah, quite a few construction vehicles on site. They're working hard, working hard. We'll get another angle at this in a bit. I think one of the coolest parts of these views is seeing Jurassic boats pass by. You could hear the sound effects go off every few seconds or so, and then you have the trams passing by as well. There's a lot of kinetic energy. I was really bummed out. I really wanted to have some breakfast inside of the theme park today, but it's 11:05 and typically they stop serving breakfast at 11. I just talk too much. I think that's my problem. I got here early, nice and early, and I still miss breakfast, but it's okay. I'll find an item to try today though. Every video I want to try a new item that I haven't tried at Universal. I feel like I've tried a lot of everything. Oh, look at the Minions here. They're so cute. It's crazy that nearly 4 years ago, we were waiting outside of this incredible attraction over here, Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. We're waiting for it to open. And obviously the park closed for a while in 2020, reopened in 2021 during the Taste of Universal event. And during the Taste of Universal event, towards the last maybe 2 or 3 days, that's when they started to open these rides over here. Secret Life of Pets was one of the first attractions to open. Actually, the first one to open was Super Silly Swirlers. That was the first ride to reopen at Universal. And then a little later in the day, they opened Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash. But yeah, it's just, I only pointed that out because it's crazy how fast time flies. 2020 was 4 years ago. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if you could hear this in the background, but some construction going on New York. I wanted to take a look at that, but there isn't much visible. They have a lot of tarp covering this up, but it seems like I don't know what they're doing. I was gonna say they might be painting, but I don't know. Another thing I want to talk about is DreamWorks Theater. It's just been sitting here for a long time. It's not the most popular attraction. I feel like it's time for it to go. It opened in 2018, and that doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but if you really put it into perspective, that was 6 years ago. This attraction has been around for 6 years already. And I think it would be cool if they bring another like dark ride attraction over here. I think it's time to get rid of the screen rides. I was here with a friend yesterday, and I don't really ride the rides when I come to Universal. Maybe I get on a ride or two like Jurassic or Mummy, Transformers, and there's just a lot of screen rides here. And I tend to forget about that because I never really ride the rides here. The only time I really do attractions is when Horror Nights is around. That's when I'm like going through the haunted houses and stuff, and that's when I'm having a good time in the park. But there's a lot of screen rides in this park. It's kind of overwhelming. But I don't know. I think it's like okay. They need to add a fair balance, and I think that's why that roller coaster is being built now. Everyone wants a roller coaster. It's time we get some thrill into this theme park. So only reason I'm walking into Zonko's right now, if you didn't pay attention on the left, someone tried to open the door to Zonko's. Only reason we're walking through Wizarding World right now is because Zonko's is closed. I don't know if you guys remember 2, 3, maybe 4 months ago. No, probably less than that. Like maybe a month or two ago. We were talking about butterbeer ice cream. And I mentioned that butterbeer ice cream, if it was brought into Universal Studios Hollywood, that'd be one of the best additions to the theme park. That would be something I get every single day. I mean, I literally fly to Florida to get butterbeer ice cream. But you can see that Zonko's is closed off right now. And it seems like maybe just maybe, we get butterbeer ice cream here. And when I say butterbeer ice cream, I don't mean like ice cream, I mean like soft serve ice cream. Butterbeer soft serve, oh my gosh. You gotta try it for yourself. If you're ever in Florida and you visit Diagon Alley, try butterbeer ice cream or soft serve in the ice cream parlor. It's so good, life-changing experience. Now, it's very unlikely that they'd bring it over here in Hollywood. I mean, Zonko's is known to sell all these little puffers, different like silly things, and I don't know if they would put that here. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's so close to Honeydukes. Maybe they just expand Honeydukes by just an inch. It'd be cool if we can get butterbeer soft serve here, please. I also noticed I didn't look at the wait times at all today. So here's a look at the wait times. It seems like we have an average of a maybe 15-minute wait park wide. Simpsons Ride is probably the highest wait time on the upper lot. Yeah, 20 minutes posted. Despicable is not even open yet. Why does it open at 11 a.m.? Very, very strange. And then looking at other attractions, obviously Mario Kart is posted at a 35-minute wait. Always going to be the more popular attraction. Butterbeer ice cream. What's your go-to flavor? And I have to say, over here at Phineas Q Butterfat's Ice Cream Parlor, it has to be the cotton candy ice cream or soft serve they have here. Honestly, one of the best ice creams I've ever had in my life outside of butterbeer ice cream. And I'm not the biggest fan of cotton candy, especially cotton candy ice cream. You may be thinking about those like blue, pink ice creams they have at like Dairy Queen or something. But no, this one's almost like a vanilla. It's like an off vanilla, if that makes any sense. It has a hint of cotton candy, but it tastes like blueberry and strawberry. And I think it's so good. You gotta try it. It flows down so well. And they have other really good flavors. They have watermelon. They have root beer ice cream, which I've never really tried. And then also their strawberry ice cream is really, really good. But try their cotton candy ice cream. Try it before you deny it. That's my #1 recommendation for any dessert at any theme park. Get cotton candy ice cream over here. And if you do, tag me on Instagram at JPLand21. You guys need to try their cotton candy soft serve. Krusty's just walking in. Speaking of characters, they just brought back Lisa. She's not out right now. Lisa and Bart and Homer and Marge. I just made it into the Quickie Mart because they brought in these new bags over here. Has all the Simpsons. It's $65. They're all covered in sprinkles. I like it. It'd be cool if they made it like donut scented. Like if you like take a sniff out of it, it would smell like a donut. I mean, it smells like donuts in here all the time, so maybe it does acquire that scent. But they also have these sweaters over here, which I'm not the biggest fan of just because of the sleeves. I feel like it's a little odd, and then the threading. That's a little odd. And then they also have matching joggers to pair with it. I think I don't know, it just feels like it looks like it's inside out. It looks like the shirt or the sweatshirt is inside out. I don't like the threading either. But what I do love are these slippers. They have been around for so long, and it looks like they just restocked it. I don't know. You stick your feet in Homer's mouth and you walk around, and I think it's one of the greatest pieces of merchandise. They used to have SpongeBob slippers like this too back in the day, but the Homer ones were always so iconic. I still have my pair from when I was really young at home. It's all worn out now, so maybe I'll buy a new one, but yeah, they just restocked these. I think these are like the best pieces of merchandise. And they also have little Maggie kid-sized clothing and maybe toddler-sized clothing over here as well. Oh, that's interesting. For little babies, they have their sizing as how many months they are. So I guess you have to size down. Oh, but I don't think they have sizes lower than 12. They have 24 months, they have 12 months and 18. So I don't know how that works exactly. I don't have a kid, so I've never really looked into toddler-sized clothing. But if you guys know anything about that, let me know. Some cool Bart stuff here. I wish this... And then they also have these awesome pajama pants, I guess. These are nice. 35 bucks. Look at these socks here. These are funky. I think all of these are through vendors, if I'm not wrong. It doesn't look like it is through Universal. Outside of these socks, like these graphic socks they're gonna get from outside vendors. I think this is also a really neat piece of merchandise. They have a Duff Beer hoodie. Nothing in the back, but this is cool. I like it. It's an off-white color, $57. And I like the graphic on the side as well. Drink responsibly. I love this basic hoodie over here as well. What is it? Hidden pocket for your cold beverage, MP3 player, or cell phone. I think this is it right here. Oh man, I don't like that. I mean, it's smart. I get what they were trying to. You're good. I get what they were trying to do, but I think the floor is wet right now, and that's mostly why Homer is right over here. I don't know if Lisa and Bart and Marge are going to come out at all today. It seems like they might only be out on the weekends. So if you come on like a Saturday or Sunday, maybe you'll see the entire family out. But today, I'm only seeing Bart out. I mean Bart, Homer. I think the biggest downside to these carnival games, I mean, it's not like that big of a downside, but like the prizes are so cool. I really want a Skinner or, oh man, I always forget his name. Oh no, I forgot his name. But I want to buy these plushies. I want to buy that too, but you have to win to get them, and that's what sucks. And you have to make six in to get it. Oh no. I mean, even the Krusty plush, I want this.
There's no rush. You have like 5 hours, or sorry, 6 hours, 7 hours. Take your time.
Right.
For you? All right, in this bucket is 6 throws. In my hand is 7. For advice, aim for his nose, and down he goes, okay? All yours. Go ahead and ready.
What if I just suck?
Confidence, man. Believe in yourself.
All right.
I believe in you. You got this.
I'm gonna take off my bag.
Here we go. Take your time. Just aim for his nose, and down he goes. Almost. It's okay. Get warmed up. Almost. Now we're getting there. It's all right. Well, on that one. There we go. There's one. Nice. We got 2. We'll be done. This last throw is 2 points, okay? Remember, you have the entire board. Oh, too high. It's okay. It's okay. Still get a prize. Congrats. Awesome job. Play it again and get a free throw, okay? Awesome job.
All right. Well, at least I won something for once. I usually suck at these carnival games. If you go back a few videos, I did this one, didn't win anything. I did the other basketball one, didn't win anything. But at least I won something for once, and this is cool. I'm satisfied. I like this. This is actually something you can't go and buy in a store, so it's pretty unique, and it's also Universal Studios Park directly. It's not a vendor. And I think this is so cool, and it also matches with the game. This is basically what you're trying to knock down, and I just got it, so that's cool. I wanted to review a carnival game, and maybe from time to time we'll do this more often. If I don't have a food to review, I'll review a carnival game, and maybe that'll make things a little more interesting. But you can see they're hard at work over here. This crane is moving so close to me right now. That's so scary. But they're hard at work on this side as well right now. There is some rebar and some more wood located on site. Looking at this side, a lot of active work going on. They're moving a lot of dirt around. This gets me excited because every time we come back, we're going to start seeing something new, I feel like, from this point forward. They're still excavating the mountain, but they're excavating very, very quickly. I don't exactly know what their official plan is with the side of this mountain. What are they going to do? Are they going to flatten this out or level it all out? Or are they going to have a pathway up here? I don't know. So that'll be the most interesting thing to see form outside of the roller coaster itself. Just the terraforming that goes into building the roller coaster. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's starting to look really, really nice. They're working fast and they're working hard. This is so satisfying to see too. You know, the one thing I didn't think about though, I guess I kind of thought about it, but how many bugs live inside of this mountain? This mountain has been around for a long time. Isn't that scary? Like you're just working and there's just spiders coming out of the ground? I don't know if that's how it works, but I remember when they were cutting down these trees that lived on the mountain, there were weird bugs flying around. There was these big June bugs everywhere around the theme park, and I don't know if that's maybe it was June, but there were so many, and there were so many weird looking mosquitoes and different flying bugs. Not too many bugs anymore, luckily, but it's always something interesting to think about. I think about those little details. Look at this big pile of dirt this vehicle is carrying right now. Wow. Now, I'm not so sure what's going on down at T-Pad right now. This is where Holidays in Hell was located last year, one of the Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses, if you weren't aware. They have a mix of new wood, old wood, some old flats from Halloween Horror Nights. This is some of the flats located on site are old flats from Holidays in Hell. And yesterday when I rode the tram, I also saw some flats for when...
Show you how they got those really intricate shots of mission control right in that building that we just passed. Take a look. Oh, there we go.
Isn't it such a beautiful day today? This was crazy. I completely missed it, but that vehicle that was holding a bunch of dirt, it just dropped all that dirt off the side of the mountain. That was crazy. I have no idea what's going on. I wish we knew. It looks like they have more of those walls over here on site as well. These have been around for a second, but it looks like they've brought in maybe 2 more flats. Yeah, so far it's looking good. Looking good. Hopefully, hopefully we see some more work this week. But ultimately, I think that wraps up our video here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We have a lot of construction going on today and a lot of construction going on this week, so make sure to subscribe if you're new and turn on notifications. I'm JP, and how they say in the movies, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next one.